You know, when you think of New York Fashion Week, like one person comes to mind, Fern Mallis. I think she's made New York the place to show your collection. I am so thrilled to be sitting here with Fern on this, the last season at the parks.
As you can see, the tent behind us is getting put up.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a great season. It's going to be an emotional one, and one that we're very excited about after almost 18 years.
When was the decision to bring it into this park?
When I joined the Council of Fashion Designers in March of '91, there was an accident when Michael Kors had his fashion show. It was in a loft building on 24th Street in an empty space, because designers love raw empty spaces. Turned on the music, the bass, and chunks of the ceiling started to come down. The plaster landed on the shoulders of the supermodels, Cindy, Naomi, Linda, Claudia, all the one-name wonders of the world. And the plaster landed in the laps of Susie Menkes from the International Herald Tribune, Carrie Donovan, who was at the New York Times, and they wrote the next day that we live for fashion, we don't want to die for it. It became then a mission to organize, centralize, and modernize the shows for American designers. Now there's, like 80 shows a season here, and it's taken off beyond our wildest dreams and expectations.
No, I think you've created a fabulous monster. Do you have a recollection of one or two moments in the 17, 18 years here in the tents that just stick out in your mind as like, I love my job?
For one show when Bill Blass retired, it was during Hurricane Floyd. And I remember that Women's Wear Daily ran an article the day before that said, "Will Floyd flatten Fern's tents?" Because Bill's show was early in the morning. He always had a morning show. The rain was coming down like nobody's business. I mean, it was just in every direction. It was relentless, and the winds were picking up. And his ladies were coming by the drove. And he was pacing like nobody's business and kept saying, "Fern, it's okay. We'll cancel the show. I don't want anybody to get hurt. Let's cancel it. I've done the collection. I've done it. It's over for me. I don't need it." And I'm standing there going, no, we're not going to let you go out this way. At the end of the show, there was not a dry eye in the place.
Right.
He came out one of those really long standing ovations.
Right.
It was really wonderful.
And deserved.
Oh,
right?
and well deserved.
Please.
And everybody ran out, and we shut down the tents after that.
I mean, he is the essence of American designer anyway.
But the other most extraordinary moment that I will never forget was the morning of 9/11 in the tents.
Right.
That was a day that I will never forget as long as I live, what that was like. And, people going, "Well, are we still going to do shows later?" And I'm like, "Are you crazy?" And then we turned our tent into a retrieval center for several days after we realized we're cleaning out here. And I mean, everybody just wanted to do something useful and, participate, because, those days, if you weren't a policeman or a fireman, you were an idiot. And, fashion shows, how did that fit on the list?
Right. No, it didn't. It didn't. And as you see the setting up of Bryant Park for this last time, what do you think? What's on your mind?
Well, there's a lot on my mind. You look around, I mean, this is such a beautiful setting, I must say. I mean, this is a magical park. And, to look around and see these buildings all around it, to see the library behind it lit up, the pulse and energy of the street. I mean, this is a very special home that worked, and it was a match made in heaven here.
Yeah.
My eyes are tearing from the cold.
Water to tears now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thrilled that you took the time to talk with me. I think you're amazing. Let's enter this next decade and see what happens uptown and how things change.
Yep. Well, stay tuned, as they say, right?
As they say. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And that is it for today. Have a great evening and a good morning and a great life.